Hello everybody. Over the last 6 to 8 months, my collecting behavior has shifted to focus mostly on through the mail autographs, sorting the cards, acquiring the cards that I can send off to the drivers and get them autographed. And as it stands currently, this is November 28th, 2022, I have almost 900 autograph cards that I've gotten returned from race car drivers. I'm trying to go for 1,000. Not sure if I'm going to make it because it's close to the end of the year and people are busy. And I just absolutely love the joy that I experience out of the entire process and the soothing aspect of sorting the cards and finding the cards and prepping them for sending them through the mail, getting the address labels printed, all that kind of stuff, doing the little handwritten envelopes with the cards inside. It's just something I really enjoy. And some of my buddies know that I'm looking for, certain types of cards that I don't have, particularly Press Pass Legends and even some 92 Pro Set and some other cards that I just didn't have a lot of that would be great to get autographs on. And man, I was surprised when a few days back I got a care package from my good buddy Logan Ward. And you know Logan from the NASCAR podcast and his YouTube channel and King NASCAR and PSA Hall of Famer, all that stuff. He's just like a super collector, especially with graded stuff. And I couldn't believe when I just got a random care package from him, and it's filled with cards that I can use for my through the mail autograph endeavors. And he wrote me a nice note, and I'm not gonna, that's for me, that's for him sending it to me, so I'm not gonna share that. But I'm gonna go through the cards today and show you what I'm gonna pull out and send out for autographs, and other cards that I'll just put in my collection. And these two right here, the gold cards, they're from Bleachers, they're 24 karat gold cards. And I've seen these, for years, and I've never owned them, let alone in, slabbed in these. I'm not familiar with WCG, and that's okay. It doesn't even matter about the slabs. For me, it matters about these cards. I've never had these in my collection. One's a Dale Earnhardt Sr., one's a Dale Jr., and I'm ecstatic about having these in my collection. So these are just really cool gold foil, and the one of Dale Sr., I think, far outweighs the coolness of the one of Dale Jr. I know Dale Jr., the likenesses are pretty spot on, and I prefer the Dale Sr. version. Really cool cards, and I'm very thankful to now add these world-class grading. Very thankful to have these in my collection now. And then these are where all the cards are that he sent me to use for my through the mail. And what's really cool is I've never bought anything from ComC, so it's cool. These are ComC boxes, so really neat. And we'll start out with this one right here. Let's see what we got. And this was just out of the kindness of his heart that he just sent me these and to use for my through the mail autograph requests. And it's no better time than now, because I'm getting ready to send out another group of cards to hopefully get returned before the new year, so I can hit that 1,000 card mark. And right off the bat, we see that he sent me, I believe this is a complete set, or close to a complete set, or at least just a ton of doubles. Doesn't matter if they're complete sets or not. Just that they're of drivers that I can use. And this Bobby Allison is definitely going into the pile of absolutely being able to use. Junior Johnson, fortunately can't use this. Cale Yarborough. I'm getting a group together of Cale Yarborough because I just got these back from Donnie. I believe these are from Donnie. And now I need Cale to sign the other spots. So then all three will have signed it. And the thing is, with Cale, he likes to do the personal inscriptions, which I think is a really nice touch. I think I would like that if it was just an 8x10, say of this picture right here. If it was an 8x10 glossy, if he signed it and inscribed it to me, and I had it framed or something. However, on the cards, aesthetically, I'm not as big of a fan of the inscriptions. So one thing I've noticed is that, and this was a suggestion from somebody from one of the autograph groups on Facebook, is that they just don't put their name on the return envelope or on the envelope that's being sent. So just the address, so that way he doesn't know what name to make it out to. And I think that's a little, I don't know. It's not unethical. It's just like a workaround. And Kale's being really generous of doing these autographs. And if that's how he wants to sign, that's how he wants to sign. So anyway, I tried it before it worked, and I'll try it again. Benny Parsons, that's awesome. These 92 Pro Set cards, I opened up a box of 91 Pro Set before. Elmo Langley, that's awesome. Rex White, unfortunately, Rex White just had another stroke. I believe it was Rex White, and he is not doing well, so won't be able to send any out to him, and that's just, you know, praying for him and his family that they can get through the situation that they're in, you know, with ease and grace, because that's just terrible. You know, forget my autograph requests. I just hope that he's okay. So, so to go to the 1990 David Pearson, that's an awesome card. The 91 Pro Set box that I got was really cool. And I think the 92 cards are even cooler because they have a lot of really badass old photography. Yep. Okay. Got some of her, I know. Ralph Moody, Cotton Owens. That's awesome that he has a Coke. Americana. Larry Frank. Smokey Eunuch. Tim Flock. Maurice Petty. That is such an awesome card. Neil Castle. I can't remember if Neil Castle has passed away or not. I'm going to just set that over for now. Donnie Allison. That is such a badass shot. And come on. Look at that. Donnie's just such a badass. Paul Moore. Clifton Marlin. Is that Cuckoo Marlin? Yeah, that's Cuckoo. So his first name is actually Clifton. Ned Jarrett. There he is. That's an awesome one to get signed. Fred Lorenzen. Buck Baker. Bud Moore. Get that by the Wood Brothers. Tom Peck. Sweet Mechanic of the Year. Larry McReynolds is an awesome one. Always set Mark Martin's aside. Harry Gant. Driver of the Year. That's awesome. Who do we got in there? We got Donnie Wingo in there. Send that off to Donnie. David Smith. Joe Moore. Larry Mack again. Jim Phillips. David Green. Dang. That is such a sick shot of Davy's car. Get that autographed by Larry. Oops. Oh, man. This is really cool. It's like the softball charity event that they have. Set that aside. Maybe I'll get that autographed by a few people. Walter Smith. Got bit by the alarm bug again. That is awesome. Richard Childers Racing. Just going to set that aside. That is killer. Davey Allison when he won the 92 Daytona 500. Jimmy Horton. Jimmy Finnick. James Hilton. Wow, that's incredible. Got to get that signed by, oh goodness. Why can I not? Oh my God, I can't believe I can't remember. Mike Joy, goodness gracious. Get that signed by Mike Joy. Oh, that is an incredible card of Davey. Set that aside. And the Hat Man. So I'll probably just get that signed by Bill. The Hat Man, that's really great. That's an awesome card of DW. Barney Hall. I believe Barney has passed away. Tracy Leslie. Robert Yates, that's an awesome card. Paul Andrews. I haven't gotten any autographs back from Paul Andrews. Neil Bonnet, that's a great shot. Mike Beam. That's an awesome shot. Elton Sawyer and Patty Moise. That'd be great ones to get autographed. Oh, I just got Joey Knuckles. I'll have to get that again. Jay Smith, Jack Ingham, Harry Gant, Gary Nelson. Oh, Red Farmer and Tommy Allison. That'll be an incredible one to get signed. Dang, this is why I needed the 92 Pro set. Thank you, Logan. That's Eli Gold. Get the Wood Brothers. Get Jack Roush. Dang, I was searching for this card when I was opening the Pro set. This card autographed is probably one of my favorite autographs I've ever seen of Davey Allison. I've seen it multiple times, and the autograph is always signed like that, and I think it's just incredible because it captures who I believe he was. Never met him, but just who I think of when I think of Davey Allison is this shot right here. Just joyous, just loving life, where he was supposed to be, and just could handle tragedy and adversity. You know, he was just my hero. So I love this card. Absolutely love that card. Dale Sr., that's a badass card. This one autographed by Wally Dallenbeck and Jack Roush. Oh, let's see. Brett Bodine, Winston Kelly. That's awesome. Sterling, Rodney Combs, Miss Winston. Got the Dale Senior Hauler. Felix, I don't think I have a address for Felix, but I really want to get his autograph. That autograph by Ken and Mr. Hendrick. Chocolate Myers. That's a sweet Earnhardt card. Look at that. That's awesome. The Wood Brothers. Get that off by, who was that, Chad Little at the time? Or is that? Chad Little and Cale Yarbrough. So, I mean, this is, off the bat, just the Pro set alone are incredible. So many that I can get autographed. Chad Little. Alan Kowicki. Incredible. Incredible card. Cecil Gordon. Okay, I've got that. Butch Miller. Buddy Parrott. Absolutely. Brett Bodine. Bobby Dotter. Look at that. That is such a sick Bobby Allison card. Pro set was really killing the photography in this set. Absolutely killer. Bill Venturini, Miss Winston, Bobby Hamilton, Barry Dodson, Ellen Bestwick, Tommy Ellis, Jeff Burton, Morgan Shepherd, Ricky Rudd, even though I don't have an address for Ricky Rudd, Dale Inman, of course, Doug Richard, Waddell Wilson, yes, Bill Engel, Jeff Gordon. Hell yeah. That is such a sweet card in the Baby Ruth car. Cool. Absolutely awesome. Todd Bodine, yes. Morgan Shepherd, yes. That is such a cool shot of them in the seat. Ward Burton, yep. Richard Petty, yep. Donnie Wingo, yes. Let's see. Stanley Smith, yes. Terry Labonte, yes. Rusty Wallace, Richard Petty, Kyle Petty. Such a killer car. That was more than likely at like a test session at Daytona or practice. Harry Gant, Michael Waltrip. This would have been Hut Strickland and Bobby Allison's team. That one would be for Rick Hendrick, Ernie Irvan, Rusty Wallace, Jim Sauter, Dale Jarrett, Ken Schrader, Hut Strickland. I mean, there's just so many cards in this set to be autographed. Like, it's just a perfect set. Look at that Alan Kowicki card. My Lord. Killer. Absolutely killer cards. Rusty, Ken Schrader. That'll be a great one if I can get it autographed by Darryl Waltrip and Stevie even. Mark Martin, I remember this card very well. That is a cool card. Ernie, Ricky, Darryl, Michael Waltrip, Jimmy Maycar, Steve Meal, J.D. McDuffie. Such a tragedy. Buddy Baker. Robbie Loomis, Robin Pemberton, Andy Petrie, Leonard Wood, Jeff Hammond, Sterling Marlin, Tim Brewer, Tony Glover. That's an awesome shot of Tony Glover. Should be Rick Wilson, right? No, Dick Trickle. There, what the heck? Well, I guess they probably drove it in the same year. Phil Parsons, Greg Sachs, Larry Pearson, Mark Martin, Ted Musgrave, Wally Dellenbeck. Ted Musgrave doesn't do through the mail, so... Mickey Gibbs, Hut Strickland, Jeff Bodine, Jimmy Spencer. That might be cool to hang on to, get Jimmy to autograph if I can get it. Dorsey Schrader, Jeff Bodine, Mark Martin, Ernie Irvan. You got the man right there. That's such a cool shot. Phil Barkdahl, Glossbeck, Jake Sprague, Eddie Bierschwale, Chad Little, Bobby Hillen Jr., Jimmy Spencer, Lake Speed. That'll be an awesome Lake Speed. Harry Gant, Dave Marcus, Jimmy Means, Richard Petty. Dang, Kyle Petty. That'll be an awesome one to get of Richard Petty. Rick Mast. Frickin' Davies Haller, get that autographed by Larry McReynolds, Bobby Allison, Richard Childress, Dave Marcus, Jimmy Means. Let's see, who would have been driving that car? Phil Parsons, Labonte, Dorsey, Shauna Robinson. That's one I don't have. Oh my gosh, Bobby and Clifford. Ricky Craven. Joe Ruttman. Mike Wallace. That might be a cool one to get by Mike Wallace. Kurt Shelmerdine, Derek Cope, Dale Jarrett, Michael Waltrip. Mark McClure. That should have been Dave Marcus, right? Yep. Dang. That hauler looks so freaking crazy. Wallace, Kenny Wallace, Robert Presley, Joe Nemechek, Bobby, Tommy, Jimmy, Grissom, Allen, another Dale. Man, I mean, when I first started to do the autograph cards, my buddy David Block sent me a 4-row box. And that really got me started. And then as I went through that and sorted all those cards out, I had to make the commitment, or I had to come up with the idea. Did I want to collect sets like I had? You know, I had a ton of sets that I had repurchased of stuff from the 80s and the 90s, and you know, just sets that I had that I built from opening boxes back in the 90s. And I was thinking, like, do I want to keep these sets, or how do I want to collect? And what I ultimately decided was I broke apart almost all of the sets that I had, except for sets that came from like my dad's personal collection that were directly connected to cards that I had opened in the 90s. It's like a supplement to the cards that I had lost. And there's a few of those. And some of them aren't complete. And I decided that I was going to take the sets that I repurchased in the last 5 years and I was going to break them up. And that I would get more joy out of having the cards autographed, whichever ones I could get autographed, and collect them that way. So that's what I decided to do. And, you know, I still have all my rubber cards in my boxes and stuff. I love that stuff, and the double burners, and I'm still buying more of it if it comes around. Just this shift in the way I collect is really, it's refreshing and great, and it feels more correct. And, you know, not that the way before wasn't correct, it's just this feels better, and I really love it. So, I mean, you can see this is just, so this is the usable stack, and this is the stuff that I really won't have a use for. And to have a set just sitting there unsigned, say in pages or sitting in a box, doesn't feel as right as pulling these cards out and sending them off and getting them autographed and having them collected that way. I just think that that's so much more enjoyable for me. And so, yeah. I got my little stack of Gordon, Earnhardt, Martin, Davies, and Neil Bonnets, and Alan Kowicki's. So we'll just get into the next box. Second box has ComC on it too. Let's see what we got here. Whoa, there's more. Sweet. Seems like another whole nother set. No way. Awesome. All right, let's go through this. Yeah, this is the same thing. Awesome. I'm gonna go through this one probably a little bit quicker. Sweet. All right. Man, thank you, Logan. I can't quite tell you how much I appreciate this. This is absolutely incredible. And they just started out with all the legends right up front. Jarrett. Mike Joy, Neil Bonnet, Buddy Baker. Incredible. Pretty freaking awesome, man. That's such a cool card. Davey. Yeah, buddy. Dale Sr. Man. Kelly. Combs, Miss Winston. This is just so delightful. This is what I'm really enjoying. I'm really having a great time doing this because, you know, after you have you get a lot of really cool cards in your hands, and you get to see them and touch them and hold them and you know, look at them, put them away, pull them out again, look at them again, and all that stuff. It's just a really great feeling to have some new stuff to look at that I'm not so familiar with. It's really refreshing. I'm loving this. And not that 92 Pro Set was particularly hard to get back in the day or even now. It's just I didn't have the means to get some of this stuff, and yeah, and it just showed up at my door from the kindness of a fellow collector and good friend's heart. So makes it even that much more special. And those types of memories, having the fact that these cards were a gesture of kindness and coming from a place of love and caring and thoughtfulness, these cards autographed will mean even more in my personal collection because somebody was thinking of me, and that's really important. That makes me feel really good, and I'm happy that you know, that I crossed Logan's mind for him to think of me about this. And that's, you know, something that I got to experience on a certain level, smaller level, when I was actually collecting, because I didn't have a lot of friendships in the collecting community, because NASCAR is so niche, and especially NASCAR trading cards, that, and as a kid, it was just hard to, there's another Jeff Gordon, it was just hard to have friends that were interested in the same thing. And I'm really thankful for that at this point in my life, that I'm able to experience those types of friendships, and it feels really good. Man, there's just like a run of autographs that you can get on all these cards. And some of these people, you know, they're not like Dale Jarrett. I haven't gotten a single Dale Jarrett autograph returned. I've sent out a few times, and I'm still saving these in case I'm ever at a race and I have the opportunity to get autographed in person. And these are the drivers that I really want autographs from, and as many autographs as I can get, because they were my heroes. They're the people that I knew growing up, like Robbie Loomis and Robin Pemberton, them too, Andy Petrie, the Wood Brothers, Jeff Hammond, all the personalities that were in NASCAR in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s. They're the people that I just would love to just walk up to and tell them how much, you know, I think of them, and get their autograph and put it in my collection. It's just simple as that. That's what I really enjoy, the connections, and then I get to enjoy the autographed piece of memorabilia for the rest of my life. So, yeah, Jeff Bodine. Wait, who was that again? Dorsey Schrader. Mark Martin. Jack Sprague. Birchwill. Bobby Hillen. Jimmy Spencer, Lake Speed. awesome. Thank you, Logan. Man, I can't even look how many autograph cards I have now. Cards I can get autographed. Like just out of the 2 Pro sets he sent me, these are all cards that I can get autographed. I mean, come on. That's a ton. Just out of 2 sets. Absolutely incredible. Thank you, Logan. This is awesome. All right, and I'm gonna pause and take a little break here, and yeah, we'll open up the legends in just a second. So, all right, we'll take a little brief intermission. All right, I'm back. The last box here. I believe these are all Legends cards. I could be wrong, but Press Pass Legends. These are not, Press Pass Legends are not cheap to come by. Full sets, you know, maybe some of you guys think it's, you know, not expensive, $10, $20 or whatever for a set, but, you know, you're talking quite a bit of money just sitting here. So this is, it's, you know, when I have to sort out my resources and I have to make sure I'm collecting the right way and buying the right things and paying for all my monthlies, and, you know, I'm trying to buy a car and everything right now. So $50 here, $50 there, $40 there, it's a lot. So it can add up to be a lot. And, you know, when your friend just out of nowhere is just like, hey, here you go, I got a bunch of these laying around, go nuts, I know that you need them to collect. It's like, that makes them even more special. Like, look how beautiful these Legends cards are. Something Logan mentioned is that I should test some of these out. Let's see, Curtis Turner. We'll do Fireball Roberts. Let's see, who do we want to do? Maurice. Is that Maurice? Marvin Ponch. Glenn Wood. Tiny Lund. Fred Lorenzen. Rex White. Cale Yarbrough. Richard Petty. Buddy Baker. David Pearson. Bobby Allison. Jack Sprague, Benny Parsons, Donnie Allison, Harry Gant, Neil Bonnet, Dale Sr. My Lord, that is such an awesome card. Let's stop and look at that one again. So these are 2005 Legends. That's the first year they came out. And this was an exciting product because it was akin to the SP Legendary cuts that Upper Deck put out in 2001 and then moving forward, where they had the cut autographs and just the legends of the sport. They had memorabilia from drivers that we had never seen memorabilia from before, never imagined we could get it from them before. Dual, you know, driver suit cards. Just, they really knocked it out of the park with this product. And then for years to come, it was a beautiful product and had a lot of really unique stuff. And it was high quality print, high quality materials, high quality photography. I mean, I think we land on this Ricky Rudd card, which I love Ricky Rudd, but this photo, you could have a better photo of Ricky Rudd. I'm just saying. Some of the newer photography that they have seems like they just phoned it in a little bit, but these old photos of, like, look at that, of Lee Petty, like, absolutely incredible. And I'll do a test on the Ricky Rudd. Terry Labonte, Rusty Wallace, Tim Richmond, incredible shot of Tim Richmond. Mark Martin, Dale Jarrett, Alan Kowicki, Davey Allison, incredible shot of Davey. Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart. I don't know if Tony's signing, but I'm going to set him aside. Jimmy Johnson, Casey Kane, Kyle Busch. I know Kyle Busch doesn't sign. Richard Petty. That's an awesome shot of Richard Petty. Benny Parsons, Cale Yarbrough, Bobby Allison, Rusty Wallace, Alan Kowicki, Dale Earnhardt, 94. It's his 7th championship. Beautiful card. 95 champion, or 96 champion, Terry Labonte. Bobby Labonte, 2000 champion, Jeff Gordon. Tony Stewart, Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch. Got autographed by 2 of them. Autographed by the 2 of them. Beautiful. And this is the only out of the 50 cards, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 34 cards out of the 50 are totally usable for collections that I already have or autograph requests that from people that I'm already going to send out to. So, to have 34 cards out of 50 that are usable in a different way than having them just sit there in my binder is that's just great value and adds so much more life. And I love that. I love that additional life. So this is the test card that I'm going to do per Logan's recommendation, because it's got that gloss. And then I'm just going to take a normal Sharpie and see. No, sign's pretty good. Sign's real good. No bubbles, no streaks, no marks. We're locked and loaded, ready to go, boys. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, let's get through it. Let's get through another one of these beautiful sets. Holy smokes. This is 2 sets. And then he gave me 2000, oh my gosh. 3 sets of 2005, and it looks like there's a couple sets of 2006. Logan, man, you really spoiled me, man. Holy smokes. Cale, Richard, Bobby, Donnie, Harry, Dale. Such an awesome shot. It's just, there's like no waste here. This is incredible. This is the 3rd set of 2005 Legends that he sent me. This is incredible. I mean, geez, oh, Pete. Just gonna have so many badass cards autographed. And then I got more Earnhardts to add to my Earnhardt collection. Gordons to my Gordon. Davies to the Davy. Marks to the Mark. Like, man, it's just awesome. This is so cool. Allens to the Allen. Then I got Tony Stewart and Jimmy Johnson, Dale Jr., Casey Kane, people that I know. Kyle Busch is not signing cards anymore, but so I'm not sure what to do with those. But there's a few drivers in here that I just don't have cards of to get autographed, so that's gonna be great. I'll send more out to Kyle Busch. Just don't have a lot of Kyle Busch cards, and he signed for me before the few cards that I did send him. Hopefully Tony Stewart, Matt Kenseth. Like, these are incredible sets to get autographed, and I'm just She got blessed with 3 of that set. So now, and then it looks like there's going to be 3 of the 2006 set. Wow. Tim Flock, Lee Petty, Marshall Teague, Curtis Turner. Oh my God. So sorry. Fireball Roberts, Marvin Punch. Oh my God. What's going on? Ned Jarrett, Glenn Wood, Tiny Lund, Ralph Earnhardt. No way. That is so cool. Fred Lorenzen, Rex White, Kale, Richard. Look at that freaking card. Buddy Baker, David Pearson, Bobby Allison, Jack Ingram, Benny Parsons, Donnie. Look at that guy. Daryl, Harry, Neil. Oh man, I wasn't pulling the Neil. Was there another Neil Bonnet? Maybe there was. That old school Dale Sr. That is so cool. Janet Guthrie. I believe Janet's still with us. Yeah. Kyle Petty, Rusty, Tim Richmond. That's such a sweet shot. Got Mark, Dale Jarrett. Got Allen. That's an awesome shot of Davey. Bobby, Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, Dale Jr., Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, Harvick, Johnson, Newman, Kane. Can't really get Carl Edwards. Oh, sweet. Denny Hamlin rookie. Logan, man, you sent me some Denny Hamlin rookies. I might have to send these back to you. That is awesome. Sweet. We'll just set Denny right up there. Jeff Gordon and Richard Petty. So we'll get that signed by Petty. Earnhardt and Earnhardt. Get that by Petty again. That by Petty again. Man, see, then out of this set, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 now. They're not the most usable, and that's totally cool. Man, he sent me 3 of these sets. Tim Flock, Lee Petty, Marshall Teague, Curtis Turner, Fireball Roberts, Marvin Punch, Mr. Gentleman Ned Jarrett, Tiny Lund, Ralph Earnhardt. That's so cool. Fred Lorenzen, Rex White, Kale, Richard, Bobby, Donnie, Daryl, Harry, Neil, Dale, Janet, Terry, Kyle, Rusty, Tim, Mark, Dale, Alan, Davey. This is just so awesome. Can't wait to get some of these signed and back. Jeff Gordon. So I know these guys have Jeff Gordon on them, and I have a Jeff Gordon stack, but there's also Richard Petty on them. So get them signed by Richard Petty, and maybe one day get them autographed by Jeff Gordon. That would be really cool. All right, final set. Unbelievably joyous opening, Logan. Thank you so much for this. Ned Jarrett, Ralph Earnhardt, Kale, Richard, Bobby, Donnie, DW, Harry Gant, good old Neil, good old Dale, Janet, Terry, Kyle, Rusty, Mark, Davey and Alan. Oops. So freaking cool. And that's all she wrote. Logan, you, dog. Thank you, man. I really appreciate this. This was such a surprise and a delight. I have tons of autograph cards now that I can send out to drivers. Absolutely incredible. I'll just keep. So let's see. So these are all the usable autograph cards that I can actually send out right here. These are all from my personal collection. And Logan, 3 Denny Hamlin rookies, my man. Might have to send these back to you because I don't have a Denny Hamlin rookie card collection, and I know that you do, but we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, the stack of Dale Sr. cards that I got out of there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's see. So that's not technically a Dale Sr. There's that one. These are technically Dale Jr.'s, but Dale Sr.'s in them. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 Dale Sr. cards. Bunch of Mark Martins, bunch of Jeff Gordons, Davies, Allens. And then not to forget the 2 slabbed 23 karat gold bleachers cards that you sent me. So Logan, you really made my week, made my day, and really injected my TTM autograph requests. I've got some envelopes ready that I'm going to send out, and I'm going to add these to those envelopes and hopefully get some of these back sometime soon. And then at some point I'll share my autograph request videos. But just a big thank you to Logan and a big thank you to the NASCAR collectible community, specifically the cards, for showing me how to do the through the mail autographs, for sending cards like this and having the conversations, and just really being able to reconnect with one of the great joys of my life. It's been incredible, and I can't wait for the next endeavor. And I look forward to hearing from you and talking to you all soon. So until then, see ya.